So now we're going to get into our panel, which is a panel with our alumni, our academy members who've joined us for actually some of them it's been over a year. So here we go. I'm going to add our academy alumni to the stage, and I appreciate actually everyone is in the UK and the EU, so it's very late for us here. So thank you for joining us, guys. And yeah, you joined into the academy. What has been your experience of the academy thus far, and what was your favourite part, if there was one? It might be just an entirety. We'll go to Sarah again.
I'll start with my favourite part, and that was the everything that's in everything that's in everything, and how it's just endless, the levels of detail that you can go into and the avenues you can get lost down, like discovering and learning, and the minute level you can take the circularity concept to was fascinating, and also slightly overwhelming, because one thing that I did. One of the biggest takeaways I got, a very simple thing, is like, you can't do everything. But if you know as much as you can know at any one time, you can pick an area and you can focus on that, and you can go into that with all your energy and make a difference in that area. But if you try and be everything to everyone, you're onto a losing battle, really. It's so broad, and you've got to find the niche that excites you, where you feel you can make the biggest difference. And there's always going to be someone in every niche, so it'll all get covered eventually. I just found it really fascinating how, it opened my eyes up to so many other aspects that need to be taken into consideration.
Yeah, and that's the thing, you're all specialists in different areas and working with different people. You can actually then start to iterate with them inside of your specialism. And that's what we wanted to do with the academy, was to invite, professionals, and mostly as professionals who had 20 years of odd experience in the industry that wanted to come into it. So it's really lovely to see, and thank you for sharing that. And Beth?
Yes, Sarah, you stole my line. Everything that's in everything as well. And coming from a techie background, I love getting into some of the technical principles. And yeah, you're so right, Sarah. I love that. And it was kind of a bit mind-blowing. And I really love the kind of switching between micro and macro thinking, because I think in textiles or in fashion, you're always having to do that. You always have to kind of think of the granular level detail, but then you have to kind of take it out again to kind of see the bigger picture. But I think the other things that I really enjoyed was like connecting with different people within the industry, that like-minded people and sharing. And actually, I really like the dynamic between Rachel and Ken, because they're like quite different characters and also bringing different experiences and approaches. And it's a really interesting dynamic. So I love that side of it too.
Oh, thanks for that. We love that too.
We have to have a bit of fun, right, as well along the way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I was thinking the other day, Ken, I don't think you and I have ever had an argument or
yes, we have. Oh, sorry.
Love it.
No, Nita, what did you find? What jumped out at you?
I think both Sarah and Beth on the same line. I love the fact that you and Rachel have got plethora of information, and then we could ask you anything, and you always have so much more to give, in that area. And the whole thing about the everything and everything and everything, when it's huge, and when you're working with product developers or designers and the whole team, it's like, oh well, this passes, well, hold on, yeah, we know that component passes, but you've got to think about, all the other elements that go with it, they all have to sort of sit together and achieve as just as good a result. So once you've got the product sorted, well, yes, then now we move on to the packaging. And then what are you going to think about how you're transporting that? Pointless in bringing it in by air if you're going to then, whatever money you've saved, you're going to lose because you're not shipping it, you're going to air it. There is so much in the everything and everything and everything. And I think people, they don't grasp it straight away. But it's fun explaining it.
Yeah, it is.